There you go. Oh, we'll put over here. That's a little page. Okay. So now it's on. And we'll do whatever we want, basically.
Okay, so it's starting now?
Yeah, that's what that red little thing's for.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it's on.
Alright.
You stupid.
Alright. Alright. Well, hello and welcome everybody. It's about time we did this. It's been in the works for quite a bit.
A little bit.
Little hype up. Got a lot of people saying, where's it at? Well, welcome to our first podcast.
Ever.
Of Beans and Rice.
Yeah.
We have now officially started it.
Boom. You did it. Everyone's dreams
We did
come
it.
true.
Let's clap.
Woo! We actually got off our butts and did something, dude.
Yeah, we actually did something. We're actually doing
We're
something.
not
with
actually
our lives.
playing fighting games at the moment.
We're not playing video games or watching some dumb cartoons and say we're busy because we're doing that.
It's true, actually. I
Alright.
feel so bad.
Alrighty.
I've texted so many people like, "Oh, I'm busy," but I've been literally watching Happy.
Yeah, it would be like, oh, I'm busy, and we're not doing anything. Or sometimes it'd be like, oh, I'm busy, and we'd be actually busy, but not that busy.
Well, it depends. Like in leadership conference.
That's a little bit different.
Exactly. We were
both
actually
college
busy.
students. We both go to college, so
You were smart, okay?
we're smart.
We
got
might
into
sound
college.
like dumb people, but
We
you
might
know.
sound a little bit on the spectrum, but I promise you, we
I
got a
promise
test, and we're a little bit off. Just a little bit.
There's a tiny bit, okay?
Okay.
Not too much.
Not
but-
too much. Yeah, this is the first episode. I'm Kato.
Dude, you're quaking right now.
And you shut up.
Oh, dude, shut up!
My name's Kato. We are, me and Dakota are freshmen in high school. For those of you who don't know us, but
Who's not gonna know? Like some person randomly on YouTube,
You're right.
like, you know what? I like this video. The one with just says beans and rice. I like that. I'll
yeah,
watch it.
nobody's ever gonna find out. This isn't gonna blow up, but you know what? We're
Dude,
doing it for the fun.
Don't
of it.
say that, okay? Now, 10 years down the line, we'll be bigger than PewDiePie, okay?
No.
We're gonna beat Jablinski with 1 billion, and we're gonna reach 1 trillion.
Not happening.
Why not, dude?
happening. Anyway, so you probably do know us if you are listening to this because, again, randoms probably won't find this. But
That's true.
again, for those who don't know, I'm doing this with my pal Dakota.
Are we pals? We've reached that level above best friend to pal region.
Is that a level that you achieve after best friend?
I guess. Like
Pal.
what is pal on the spectrum?
What is pal on a friend level? Answer that in the comments. All right.
Comment
Fun
down
question
below.
of the day. What do you think's a higher spectrum than best friend? I don't want to know that best friend forever stuff. You know.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
up with something creative. Give us nice little names.
Like,
all right?
you know, pal.
We'll put it in the next episode.
BFF. Well,
No, I
guess
said no BFF.
I can't think of anything else. But it's whatever.
All right. Well, some of our interests includes movies.
Nice transition.
We're pretty big on movies,
Pretty smooth.
and we also like cartoons, whether that be American or
Japanese.
those Jap cartoons.
We're gonna get flagged. That was racist, wasn't it?
We also like to play a lot of video games. I'm more into JRPGs and fighting games.
I don't know really what I would say I'm into besides like open world games for the most part. Like Mario Odyssey. That's a good boy.
So, yeah, most of this podcast would be about us talking about what we like and what's happened this season. And
Yeah. So if you don't like any of those stuff, I'm sorry, but we're big old nerd boys and
Or you can help us change the topic by leaving some questions down below, leaving some topics you want to hear us talk about.
nice. That's a good idea.
So if you want us to change,
I'm gonna write down the script.
if you want us to change our dumb little kid stuff, then say something.
Say something.
Let us know what you want us to talk about.
There's literally no idea what we're gonna do with this. Like for the past about it's been like 6 minutes. We're literally talking about nothing.
We've been talking about nothing but introducing ourselves to the twos of people that will watch this.
Dude, how can we do this like now? But when I'm taking speech, I can't like even get to 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. We took speech, and it was, like we could have spoke about whatever we want, but we couldn't do it. Like it was
annoying. Like I literally can do this right now, no problem, easy. I'm a speech major, but then like literally when I'm talking about fireworks, I had to say "the" so many times and just to extend it. Not even because like I was doing that just out of a habit, just literally to extend the speech to be 5 minutes, and it was terrible. And my mom's listening to this, she's gonna be disappointed, but whatever.
My mom doesn't listen to this.
Dude.
So.
Dude.
Shout out to the moms real quick.
Happy Mother's Day.
The Happy Mother's Day. This is a first episode, early Mother Day special.
This is the Mother's Day special. Moms aren't appreciated as much. Dads, well, you're men. You don't get support. Just go away.
Shout out to all the fatherless kids out there.
How about a fatherless kids day? Can we get that?
Yeah, this is a fatherless kid special coming from a fatherless kid.
I can't remember.
Happy
Fatherless Day. It's like a tongue twister.
Kids, I don't know.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
Nope, can't do it.
Do it.
Can't do it.
Dude, you're on the spot. Millions of people are watching.
Okay. Fatherless kid. No.
You even hit the list with everything.
Fatherless Kids Day. 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 I did it.
Why did you have to hip hop with it?
Because I needed to go with the flow. I can't just say it without like.
You could.
Motion. No, I couldn't.
Yeah, honestly, you could have.
Nope.
Yeah. I feel like you just only said that just because of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Forgot about this, so sorry about the background noise. We're very broke.
We got no soundproofing, so we're literally in a lunch center.
We're in a little room with terrible sound pickup.
And there's like a little wine glass, I think.
There's some wine right there.
It's communion, okay?
It's communion.
Miss Kathy, don't wear your britches. It's just communion. It's fine.
So, yeah.
Try to drink this.
Sorry about the audio ahead of time. Sorry.
Yeah, it's whatever. What do they expect, honestly?
Yeah, you're right. We broke.
We're college kids, dude.
But link in the description down to our Patreon.
No, dude.
Just kidding. We don't have a Patreon.
Not yet.
Probably never will. This isn't really expensive for us to make.
Shh, don't tell them. You're not supposed to tell them that.
If you want better,
painstaking.
Okay. If you want better sound quality,
that's true.
Then
you give us
that
money.
falls on you.
I mean, please.
But if you don't, we don't have Patreon because we don't have anything to give you.
I mean, we could give you the autographs.
But
merch coming soon.
But we don't have one.
I think it's just actual wine.
It's not wine.
Smell it!
That's grape juice. I promise you that's grape juice.
Dude, I'm a virgin when it comes to alcohol, so I wouldn't know.
Alright. Well, let's talk about some
2019. This is a year.
Let's talk about a recap of 2018. Now we're not going a whole
that's the other path.
YouTube rewind thing. We're just going to talk about what we liked about 2018, media-wise.
That's true.
Because again, we're super into that.
We're media boys. Shout out to the people in the booth. You know who you are.
Shout out to the underappreciated graphic designers. You know who you are.
It's true. Cody Metcalf. Okay, anyways.
So, by the way, before we get started on the recap of the year, let me tell you, we've got some rivals going on with podcasts. We got
frick, I forgot about that.
We got Two Dudes at 10. They're more of a video podcast and they're on Instagram Live. I will not plug them. They just get their name told.
You just plug them?
I didn't tell them who does it. So
I mean that's true, but you did just give them their thing, so you could go check them out on Instagram at 10.
But they don't have a specific
Thursdays,
thing.
Fridays at 10.
I know it's only Tuesdays at 10. But
it's Tuesdays at 10.
Tuesdays at 10.
On Instagram, right?
On Instagram, they Instagram live everything. So,
okay.
Yeah, there's more video based. You'll see two of our pals, but we won't say their names or link them down below
or anything like that. So if you want to find them, go find them yourself.
We got another podcast between two of our other pals, two different pals. I forgot the name. I think it's just two dudes talking about stuff. Their podcast starts in February. And we think everybody copied us because we've talked about this for, about a year
People
or
are
so.
going to say we copied their idea, and it's gonna make me upset. Like I'm actually gonna get peeved off because people are like, "Oh, you were just doing what Nathan
No.
Jordan did."
No, we didn't.
Exactly, because you can ask Cole. Cole knows this. The thing that got me in this college was this idea.
This idea got us both into college because
It's true, actually.
you know. Well, give a little bit background on the name, by the way. Forgot about this too. Little
Dude,
background.
We're good. We're
is,
good.
I'm Mexican, and so obviously the two of you know that. So I'm the Beans. The guy next to me's last name is Rice, so he's Rice. Fun fact: I hate beans. I do not like beans, and they taste nasty. I like refried beans, but not like just beans out of a can or like cooked beans. I just can't do it. They're not for me.
They honestly are pretty gross. The only beans I kind of like are, I don't know, I guess red beans, like from Popeyes. Even then, they're like kind of eh.
Not
Like
a
all
big
of them are
fan.
good, huh?
Not a big fan.
Not a big fan. What about peas, dude?
Peas are good.
Peas are good. Okay, what? Green peas or black-eyed peas?
Green peas.
What?
Green peas are so much better than black-eyed peas.
No, black-eyed peas are so much better.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Have you ever heard, dude? Have you ever heard their music? They're so much better, okay,
No,
dude?
Green peas' music slaps, dude.
No, dude.
Yeah.
It's all about the black-eyed peas, okay? And they taste delicious with chicken and rice.
Okay, anyway, that was the background on the name. Okay, we can move past that now.
Sure.
So, let's recap the year. So, we'll start off with movies. What would you say was your favorite movie of 2018?
I want to go like
I mean, the whole entire year.
the entire year.
The entire
Can I
year.
not encompass the list? It's only like one specific movie.
Correct.
Ah, crap. I think honestly, like, there was a lot of good movies, like, you know, like Infinity War and like some good like franchise stuff.
2018 was a solid year.
Except for Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom sucked. Don't care what you
Exactly.
said. Terrible movie.
Terrible movie, but other franchises had a great run, especially the MCU. I think though my favorite was Searching, because of how I knew it was gonna be good from the trailers, even though some people said they doubted its validity. But like I watched it and it was just I was hooked the first 5 minutes and nothing else. And yes, I did spill over the wine, but it's whatever.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, I'm gonna die now.
Okay, so Searching. It was
It
a pretty good
it's
movie.
intense. If you haven't seen that movie, well, I don't know if it's not in theaters probably still, but like when it goes
No,
on,
it's gone. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's on DVD.
yeah, but it's like it's on
Blu-ray now.
DVD or like DirecTV.
I don't know if it's on Netflix or
It's
Hulu.
not gonna be on
or
Netflix. Man.
It might be on
But
Amazon Prime. I don't know. Whatever you guys do. You guys use
do
streaming
you.
services. We don't. We have to buy the physical copies. 'Cause
It's true, but
we're
I mean,
old
I
school.
like the physical.
I like the physical copies too.
because you have like a physical thing.
But you know, we're in this new age of streaming, so
isn't that what we're kind of doing right now?
I guess.
Just are we slightly being hypocritical, but also uploading to a streaming platform?
Yes.
Dang, dude, we played ourselves.
All right. Anyway. So
Next topic.
He said his was Searching. Mine would have to be Creed 2.
Oof.
Creed
that's a good
2
one.
was probably my favorite movie of 2018 because I love Rocky and I love like boxing movies, and just to see like Rocky and Dragunov meet again, like, ooh, I get chills every time I see that scene. Like I got scared, like I was like frightened, like I was still in my seat and just like didn't know what to do.
Anticipation.
Like I was just like, I felt like I was Rocky, like
Mhm.
scared for my life. What is this guy doing
Good.
here from Russia? And then just like how many stories were told,
That's true.
and then one of these stories not being told because there wasn't much said about it, but a few lines, and you can tell within just body language what that character's story is. It's such a phenomenal movie.
It really was. Both the movies are great. And everything. I think it's I don't know, just like
Actually, no. Okay, Creed 2 was not my favorite movie.
dude, you can't
My
go
favorite-
right
no,
like
no,
that
sorry,
and like
sorry.
forget about it. Like have this emotional speech about the movies. Like never mind, it's null and void. We're having another
No,
movie.
Slide it off. Slide it off. Creed 2 was a great movie. Go see it if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen Creed 1, then go watch Creed 1. If you haven't seen Rocky 4, go see Rocky 4. If you have not seen any of the Rocky movies,
Except 5.
please go see. 5 never happened. So please go see them. Please, for the love of God, go see them. Okay. My favorite movie would probably have to be A Quiet Place. Actually, I love A Quiet Place.
Really? I mean, I loved it too.
It took me by storm because I don't know. I was expecting some like. I don't know. I was expecting some weird like. Okay, these things are kind of like zombies, and then like. To have the film where it's just silent
The entire time.
almost the entire time with just little noises meaning the world of like life and death is insane, and just like thinking about how society has to adapt to something like that. You know, it's a nice perspective of like, okay, what happens if we couldn't make any sounds? I get it wasn't like the best piece of media to ever come out, but to me it was, because like the director I don't know his name, the guy from The Office who plays
Jim. His name is Jim, dude.
Jim from The Office.
Some other guy.
You know, he grew a beard.
Yeah, he looks pretty sexy, honestly.
And he did a great job of directing that movie.
And acting in it.
And
he was actually really good.
Well, I mean, it was different from seeing him from like comedic role to a serious role. I get there's like serious parts of The Office and emotional parts, but like just a full-on serious
like the man has acting chops.
He really does. That'd probably be my favorite movie.
I mean, I don't know. For me, like, I liked it a lot. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. The reason being is because, like, I guess by the point in time I saw it, I already knew the concept of the movie. And that's why it didn't catch me as a surprise as, like, Surgery. Which, again, that's why it's my favorite, because it's just how much it took me by surprise of how good the movie was. Next topic!
Alright, next topic. Let's see. Recap of 2018. What was our favorite? Ooh, let's talk about video games. What was our favorite video game of 2018?
There's a lot of heavy hitters in that.
There was a lot of heavy hitters in video games. I mean, you've got Monster Hunter World, you've got God of War, you've got Red Dead 2, Spider-Man, you've got...
You already know mine, so there's no point of saying that. It's a spoiler.
You know, you've got... got some good games.
Got some good games.
You got some good games.
Okay, you go first.
Smash Ultimate came out 2018. Smash Ultimate did come out in 2018. Just saying.
Yes.
Smash Ultimate did come out in 2018.
It's true.
I'm trying to think of some other things.
That's really some of the bigger heavy hitters, and then you had some like indie and smaller games.
You had some pretty good indie games. Honestly, I think this was a good year for indie games.
You had Deltarune, you know, on basically
Hollow Knight on the Switch.
That's true, actually. Hollow Knight, and then
what's that name? Veronica, I think it was, or something like that. It's some indie title.
They actually didn't get Game Awards?
They got something because it deals with mental issues and stuff.
Does it?
It's pretty interesting. 8-bit, nice platform.
I've never
tried die game.
Okay. But for you specifically, no AAA like bias or like anything like that. What is your favorite game of 2018?
My favorite game of 2018. Honestly, oh man. Mine would probably have to go to God of War.
God of War?
I love God of War because like just how long it's been since we've had a game, and then just to see Kratos now from when he was like all
the last
angry.
time we saw him.
Last time we saw him, you know, he was angry, and you know, it's just like a nice little like, hey, to show like they didn't have to tell us time has passed because we knew time has passed.
Yeah.
Other than Kratos having a beard,
Mm-hmm.
it was him just as a character developed.
Yeah.
At time, and like he knew how to control his anger at those times, because in the game again he got angry, but he wasn't like back then where he'd just be like, oh, my Spartan rage, you know? But, he had to develop and grow to, you know, take care of his kid, and
it makes sense.
It was
It was a nice like twist, because like how the other games were like just hack and slash, and like this one was actually like an actual proper story. Like, not to say the other God of Wars are bad, they were fun.
Yeah, it changed the formula around from a hack and slash. I mean, in a sense, I think it's more of a beat 'em up than a hack and slash.
I mean, this is still kind of...
No, they're very different. Beat 'em ups and hack and slashes are totally different. No, they're totally different. They might have the same core concept.
That's what I'm saying, the
beat
core
'em ups
concept.
and Hack and slash again is where you're hacking and slashing.
Yeah.
Beat 'em ups is where you're punching and kicking. So,
Understanding.
yeah.
Well, it's no surprise. Well, is that it? Like I was saying, everything off your chest about God of War now. You done?
Yeah. Okay. God of War.
You done jerking Kratos man himself?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, good. Okay. Because I'm gonna. Oof. If you ready, if you weren't done enough by this man doing with God of War and A Quiet Place, it's obvious my game of the year. It's Smash Ultimate. Like, there's no other game, if you know me well, that would have actually been able to get me as hype as that game did, especially the entire internet. Like, just the trailers themselves were hype from just character reveals.
Except for that last Direct, that last Nintendo Direct.
But the character was still fun.
Was terrible.
It was terrible, but
that was a dumb Direct. I don't care what anybody says.
It was fun.
Sure, the World of Light was introduced, but
it was fun.
No, that's.
Incineroar's fun.
I like Incineroar, don't get me wrong, but that doesn't mean that Direct was a good Direct.
I'm not saying it
was disappointing.
I'm just saying the game is good. The freaking how it appeases to competitive field, how it appeases to people who are just casual, how it also has a story mode trying to appease people who are fans of Brawl, Subspace Emissary, but also trying to make it more gameplay oriented and actually, like an actual passing time, so you don't have to play it constantly. And like, oh my goodness, like just the movement, the characters, how each character actually got buffed or debuffed, and how at least some characters have a chance. Most characters have a chance now, except for a couple of you. But even then, if you're good enough with them, you can actually put up a fight. And it just is a good game. Like every punch feels meaty. Every sound is crunchy. I'm gushing right now, dude. Like I'm salivating at my lips. I just want to play the game right now. Like, oh, I love it. It's so
just
good.
To note,
Smash Ultimate. That's all I'm saying.
Smash Ultimate. Smash is not a fighting game. It's a party game. And many times I'll say it is not a fighting game. It is a party game. I mean, granted, I love playing 1v1s, and that's about the only way I play it. But it's not a fighting game, and I will fight all of you who say it is.
It's a fighting game.
It's not a fighting game. It's a party game.
It's a party game.
It's a party game.
It's classified on Twitch in the fighting game department. It's as official as it can be. It's a party game.
It's a party game. Get over it.
Dude, you get over it. That the entire community says it's a fighting game.
No, so many people say it's not a fighting game.
Yeah, people who don't like it.
I love it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying it's not a fighting game. I don't consider you a fighting game player if you only play Smash. If you play Smash competitively and say, oh, I'm a fighting game, I play fighting games competitively, or a fighting game competitively, that's not true. You play Smash competitively, because Smash is not a fighting game. It is a party game.
Okay, Mr. Hater.
I don't hate it. I love the game.
Okay, whatever you say, jeez, man, calm down.
I love the game.
Dude, stop playing.
It's a good game. It was worth the wait.
You're so lame.
It was worth the wait.
You're so lame.
I'm not angry.
You got something off your chest right now, dude?
All right.
I feel like you do.
Let's talk about these cartoons. So,
what kind of cartoons we're talking about?
I did not keep up with any of the American cartoons.
Neither did I.
I wish I did, because again, OKKO was probably the best thing.
Did that come out in 2018?
No, that came out in 2017. I'm pretty sure. Let me fact check that.
Dude, what if like some random guy like doesn't even know this, like clicks the video and hears you say that and he's like, actually, it was in 2018 the show came out. Actually, I think you're right though. It was 2017.
I'm 1000% sure OKKO came out.
Unless you count the pilot episode thing.
That doesn't count. Pilots don't.
Technically, if you want to count that. Which most people don't. I think it actually might be earlier than 2017. If I'm not mistaken.
No, it was definitely 2017 is where.
It's taking a little bit.
It's taking a fat minute, sorry.
I guess I'm gonna look at memes.
Nobody wants to. 2017.
Dude, oh my god.
I thought it came out 2017.
We'll get into this. Okay.
I knew. But anyway, let's continue.
Okay.
So, we're gonna be talking about Jap cartoons right here.
So if you hate them, get out of here, aka Andrew.
Well, don't skip. Just we'll give a timestamp.
Just click the timestamp and it'll skip you ahead of this little segment if you just hate the Japanese.
If you just hate the Japanese, but you're gonna miss
Pretty epic stuff, dude, if I do say so myself.
So, we'll let Dakota go first since I've been doing first. So, your turn.
Well, actually, the other time I went first.
Damn it, I went first.
Yo, the game when you went first.
And the movie.
Did you go first in the movie?
No, you went first.
Told you.
That happened literally 5 minutes ago. That
Dude, we have memory of a goldfish, honestly.
I told you guys, we're not on the spectrum.
We're almost there, I feel
we're
like.
Almost there. We can get there.
We got college though, so you know we're doing better
we're
than
in
most
college.
people.
So, anyways. Okay, my favorite, if you do not follow me on social media, then probably my favorite Japanese cartoon. Okay, wait. Before we start talking about this, let me clarify. Anime is cartoons. I don't care what anybody says. They are cartoons.
I will actually agree with that. I like the Smash comment. It is actually a cartoon because cartoons are just animation, just another word for it.
They're just another word in Japan that they use.
Exactly.
If I showed someone from Japan Japanese, dang it. If I showed, I messed that one up. Okay, if I showed someone Shrek from Japan, they would still call it an anime because it is animated and is a cartoon. Okay, let me clarify that. Japanese cartoons or anime are cartoons.
You done? You ready?
Sorry.
You've been ranting a lot lately, dude. Are you sure you got nothing to get off your chest right now?
Sorry, I just got to explain. Like, just because if we call it cartoons doesn't mean it's not anime. It's exactly what it is.
People are gonna be so upset.
A cartoon. They can come and fight me. I mean, I'll beat you in Tekken, Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear. Wait till I get Soul Calibur 6.
You won't beat him in Smash.
I'll beat him in Smash. I'll play you in Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's true.
I know how to play Magic. Shout out to the boys who taught me how to play Magic. I know how to play Pokemon, the card game now. Pretty well versed. We can kick it old school. We can go Beyblade.
Dude.
We can kick it even more old school.
How did we get here? We were talking about
Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Bakugan. Bakugan's old. All right.
Bakugan
Anyway, pick your poison on what you want to fight me on because I call them cartoons. So anyway, my favorite cartoon in 2018, Japanese-wise, was Megalobox. Oh my goodness, that show was something else. Let me tell you. Okay, so like,
tell him.
Megalobox was something we needed.
Busted twice, so not a third time. Come on, let's keep going.
It was something we needed, you know, in the world of Jap cartoons, you know, everything's like fantasy. Everything's like, okay, this girl likes me. It's a whole bunch of romance, fantasy, and like I've never really been a big fan of like just like live action, like slice of life shows, but like Megalobox, man, that was something else. Nothing supernatural happened. Nobody's got powers. It's literally just pure boxing. I mean, so the story takes place about a guy named Joe, and he's in an underground fighting ring, and he's tired of it because they're all rigged matches, and he knows he can do better. Well, one day upon fate, he was driving around and he ran into the #1 boxer, and so they were about to box, but that didn't happen, and because the #1's boxing manager was there, and she said, hey, don't box him right here and stuff. And so throughout the episode, he's fighting some more rigged matches, and then in the underground, the #1 boxer comes, and Joe actually loses this first match.
Dang.
And he tries to re-challenge him because Joe gets up and says, hey, I'm not dead, this match isn't over. And he said, hey, no, come fight me in my ring, which is the Megalobox tournament. Story is Joe is trying to get into that tournament so that way he can just fight this guy. And man, it gets high stakes, let me tell you, because Joe's manager is a shady guy, no good crook. And he's like dealing with the mafia, and so the whole thing is staked on being supported by, if Joe loses or doesn't get into Megalobox, his manager will kill himself. Yeah. And it's just good to not have anything like supernatural happen, you know? It was just like pure what it is. This is just boxing with a great story. Good animation, amazing soundtrack. Oh, I can gush more and more about these characters, but
You've been gushing basically this entire thing. Like people have been noticing.
okay, your turn.
Honestly, I don't really know what my favorite of 2018 really was. Cause I 2018. I honestly didn't watch that much. Besides My Hero and maybe an Odd Goblin Slayer every now and then.
An Odd Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, I really didn't watch much for this year. But I would say out of what I watched, those couple shows, again, I have to go My Hero Academia, because even though that one's praised to death already, it's a good show even till now.
Okay, I will. Okay, so if you don't know me, I am a big My Hero fan. I will suck the creator off, let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
But it has gotten to a point that it's overhyped.
Yep.
People going around
Sounds
claiming it's literally the best shonen of all time. I
That's not
100% disagree.
That's
I
not
love the show, but it's definitely not the best. I can name you 10 different others that are way better and deserve more recognition and that are better. The thing is, My Hero did do a good thing of reviving the shonen genre, but
especially
again,
for anime.
it is super overhyped. It's gotten to the point where it's overhyped and I don't know. I just don't want to keep up with the seasons anymore, if I'm being honest. I just want to see the important stuff animated. That's what I'll keep up with. But to actually watch the consistent episodes, I probably won't do. Because I've already read ahead in the manga. I'm a little bit behind in the manga, but the manga's still far ahead enough from the anime.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I just don't like this whole oh, it's the best thing ever. It's ever since sliced bread. No, it is good.
I understand.
Don't get me wrong. It is a good series. I will defend that to the end of my day. It is good, but I will not say it is the best.
I will say though, the reason for that is because of this new age we're in. It's gonna sound like old men, but because of the internet and everything. Because everything's so accessible nowadays. With that being around, and also has fast pacing and good animation, and overall is just a good story. And the superhero craze that's going on right now in America, it was just literally the perfect storm for it to go So that's the reason it's getting so big.
Very true.
The biggest reason. Now, when the superhero craze dies down, which I believe it will after freaking Avengers 4, I feel like it's gonna very much die down after that. Because then, the end of a giant story arc. It would probably die more down in popularity, but it would still be a big thing. There's no going back anymore. This thing's huge.
Yeah, but we're not doubting it, saying it's not good.
It's a good series.
It's some solid. It's solid. It's really good, but we're not doubting it. But we're just saying it is overhyped.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, there's something wrong when you go claiming it around as the best show.
That's not really on the show's fault.
You're right, but
that's on the fan base.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's overhyped because of the fan base.
I will say, with a similar thing, something happened with Minecraft. I will say that's a good game.
I guess, but I'm not gonna say I wouldn't recommend My Hero to anybody. I'd still recommend My Hero to anybody who hasn't watched any cartoons, because again, it's basically influenced by Western superheroes, which
it's true.
It's influenced by Marvel mainly.
Yeah, true.
And
that's the hot stuff right now.
That's some hot stuff right now.
Ooh, trending topic.
I'm not saying the creator copies. I'm just saying a lot of it was inspired from our type of superheroes,
which is good because they're just good. Because
I'm really surprised he said My Hero. I thought Devilman Crybaby would be your favorite.
Devilman Crybaby was freaking a ride, but it wasn't my Devilman Crybaby. I like it a lot, don't get me wrong. The thing is, it brought me to tears once. That show brought me to tears several times, and not in the last half. I'm sorry, even the anime I would say is probably better than the manga.
That last half of season 3 where they're trying to get their hero license is brutal in the manga. Let me tell you.
And the anime, it makes it so much more enjoyable.
When you're reading it weekly, and waiting for a weekly chapter and just have it be heavy dialogue just to have some character's stupid point proven, like, oh, I hate you because of this reason, is not okay. Like, okay, Gang Orca was interesting, but all he was just introduction in one panel. Gang Orca didn't really serve any purpose but just to continue the quiz.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally it. And then, like,
I feel like we should have given a spoiler warning for this, but whatever.
It's not really a spoiler. I'm not talking about who it was or like, I don't know. Just like that last half of that hero license part is just brutal. I mean, at the end of it is important to watch. I don't know. In the anime, it was still brutal for me. Like, I still did not enjoy it.
That's my least favorite arc.
The anime did
make it a lot more fast.
Make it a lot more fast paced and did add some extra things.
And extra like it actually made the voice acting, like, you have voice acting, the music's really good, and so just like,
I don't know. It's more enjoyable to watch, but like, I still didn't like it. I still cannot.
I feel like it's just the residue. I didn't like it either. I feel like it's just the residue feelings of the manga for both of us, honestly.
I don't think so. I think if I was just a pure anime,
well, and also it's compared to the arc that's previously before it.
Yeah, the arc previously before it, like the whole forest and like rescue. Summer arc and like rescue arc, it's just like so fast paced. One thing happens after another. It's a domino effect throughout this whole entire arc. And then we go to the super slow pace.
However,
but it was interesting to see other schools.
It's true.
I would give the arc that.
And then something that happens at the end. Well, two things that happen in the end.
Some very big things do happen in the end, but granted, they were pretty big. Don't get me wrong, but I still don't think they were worth it.
It's the in-between.
I don't think they were worth all that waiting and just...
For nothing.
Yeah, just kind of like, I don't know. That arc was very dry.
It was. And that's all I'm going to say.
I mean, again, it was cool seeing everybody, like, all the characters shine more, but, like, again, I don't know.
But again, Devil May Cry only made me cry once. That show, after rewatching several scenes, made me cry 3 different times. And it was episode 4. I think it's episode 10 when, a fight happens. Of season 3. And then the very end of season 3. All 3 of those scenes just hit me dead on. And I'm like, oh, this is why I love this show. Because even at its lows, at the end, it still comes back.
That's true. The author is a very good author.
He's good. He's good. He's a good boy.
Alrighty, so,
is that it?
Well, since we're still on the topic of cartoons, we'll talk about our favorite cartoon of all time. I'm kind of torn.
Oh wait, so we're going like towards 2018 or all time? Like all time.
All time. Just your favorite cartoon. So
I haven't prepared it.
Mine.
Shoot.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn because like mine is up there with Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho. They're made by the same guy, and I just can't choose which one I like better. Like, the more I think about, like, I'll rewatch Yu Yu Hakusho, and I'm like, this is my favorite anime series. Then I'll watch Hunter x Hunter, or read Hunter x Hunter, and I'll be like, this is my favorite series.
It's by the same guy.
And it's the same guy, don't get me wrong. Yu Yu Hakusho is done, but Hunter x Hunter is still continuing. But still, like, I'll read a chapter of Hunter, and I'm like, this is my favorite series. But again, when I rewatch Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm like, no, I don't know. They both have their pros and cons, but I don't know who to give. That's my 2. I'd give the badge to Hunter x Hunter because it was more developed and it still is developing. And like Yu Yu Hakusho was rushed at the end, and like because the creator got sick, and I understand that. But at the same time, just kind of left with it was a happy ending. It was a closureful ending. We got closure. It was just like, it was still that sense of, okay, this was rushed.
Yeah. I don't know, but like, okay, so were we just counting anime or also manga? You mentioned the Hunter x Hunter manga.
Well, that's the most continuous thing right now with it.
Because that changes the entire thing.
No, it doesn't.
For me, it does. Because for you, that's a totally different thing. For my thing, the anime sucks, but the manga is fantastic right now.
No, you can't. It has to be.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
I only brought in the manga because that's the only source of media it has.
okay, good. Besides the anime, but it's over now. Anyways,
Yeah, but the manga, it's just a lot.
it's a lot. But okay, then either shoot. It has to be. Hunter x Hunter is one of my favorite to this day. Like after I finally finished watching it, I've watched it now 3 times. It is so good, and I've been messing with him this entire time about him gushing about it, but this one is worth it. That series is so complex. Like it has one of the most developed worlds in all of, I would say, like fiction, like in general.
I'll give it that. Yeah, has one of the best power systems I've
ever seen in any series. The Force, get out of here.
The Force is trash. Like it's not a power system.
Yeah, like technically it is.
I guess,
but technicality.
Just giving it to some people.
Exactly.
Like, it's
the Force is get out of here. I'm doing that as the main general. Force, get out of here. But then you got like freaking the Del Fruits, get out of here. You freaking
power levels in DBZ, get out
of here. They literally mean nothing. Get Key out of here. Oh my goodness, Hunter x Hunter like
has the best power.
You can literally talk about just the power system in of itself for about an entire day. That's how well developed that thing is. Now you don't even have to talk about any of the characters with that. But either that after that gushing, or you're gonna like Gintama probably at this point in time, because like I've kept up that series for a while now, and it's a burn to get through the beginning part, but where you're at right now, you've watched up all the way through, it's worth it. It is such, it's funny. It's like one episode can make me die laughing, seeing something's gross and like just horrid, and then right at the end make me cry my eyes out. And in the same span of probably like 10 minutes. It's crazy how much they toy with your emotions with that. And I just love it to death. He's shaking his head no, because he's at the bad part still. But it's such a good series. I love it.
I can understand if you can't get into it.
I even say that. If you can't get into it.
It's not for everybody, but Hunter, that's for everybody. I don't care what you Hunter is for everybody.
That's true.
Hunter is...
That's a good one. That's a good boy.
It's right, like, I don't know. Like, Togashi did fantastic.
Sounds like chewing gum. Togashi.
Sounds like chewing gum.
Duh.
Alrighty, guys. So, those some solid things. I guess let's talk about some more, a little bit about ourselves more.
A little bit about ourselves, dude? We want to do like meme stuff? Or we want to do like in-depth stuff?
No, we'll just talk. I don't have a favorite color. My favorite...
Oh yeah, you're indecisive about that.
I am super indecisive. I cannot choose to save my life. Well, he's always like, let's go out to eat, and I'm like, okay, you're choosing.
You've literally forced me to be decisive.
Yes, I'm not choosing.
You and no. You and my girlfriend have both made me to the point where it's like I'll do it now. I'm like, oh, I'm decisive. Like I don't want to thank you because it's annoying, but at the same time it's worked weirdly out for me and my benefit.
You're welcome. Anyway.
Shut up. I didn't thank you, okay?
Yeah. Under the line did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said.
I said I don't thank you.
But you do.
Next topic.
At the same time, I'm super indecisive. He always has to choose because I don't want to. Even my friends back home, like shout out to the boy at blackpeoplemeet.swag. We we live in Oklahoma, but we're from Texas, and so we were down for the holidays. And he was like, I was texting him. I was like, hey, you want to go out to dinner? He was like, yeah, sure, man. I get off work here, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, you choose. And then like. All my friends when I'm down there, they're like, no, you choose. You're down here. You're down here. And I'm like, I hate choosing. You choose. I don't care. But he read my mind because, he can reread. So we went to Wingstop. But I'm always down for some wings.
He's probably honestly scared of that. He's going to the Army, dude.
I'm not going to the Army.
I mean, Navy.
He's not going to the Navy.
I thought he was going to the Navy.
No, you're thinking of someone else. You're thinking of Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie Moreno, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
You're probably not listening to this, but that's okay, buddy.
Dude, what if he was? And he's gonna message you to like, dang, dude, I felt hurt. That's the
It's
exact
alright.
thing he's gonna say.
All right, Eddie. I hope you listen to this. But,
There you go. See, I
Okay.
got your back, boy. I haven't talked to you forever. But
spooky noises going on back here.
I'm honestly, what was that? That just
Well, we're near
dropped.
the laundry room, so
No, but it came from the roof.
no, that was definitely near the laundry room.
That's the roof.
No, that's the laundry room.
That was. I saw the thing fall in the roof.
The thing didn't fall in the roof.
No, the whole thing. You see that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the roof. And now
I
it's
saw
the-
something
What the
fly.
fuck? What is that?
I saw. I'm not even joking. Like I legit saw something fly.
Dude, I feel like we're about to die.
It's alright. We're finish this
Dude,
episode.
Batman's dead
Anyway.
here.
So we got a spooky.
What the fuck? What the crap?
Oh. No, it was just the laundry room.
What was that just fell?
Nothing. I guess that has something to do with the laundry room. 'Cause the laundry-
How does laundry fall from the sky?
Oh, it's not falling from the sky. People are doing laundry.
That's. You sure?
Yeah, that's why the laundry room light is on.
Yeah, but why did that fall too? Unless someone's just throwing it over and just messing with that people.
See, I just heard the laundry room door open. It's the laundry room.
Dude, I'm spooked, okay? I'm on edge now.
Anyway,
It's dark, I'm on edge, we're in a
it's not
secluded
that dark.
room.
There's literally light.
Dude, I'm spooked.
Okay. Anyway, favorite animal have to be a lion, but I like tigers up close. That sounds weird. I know, but tigers go on close, lions don't.
What?
Tigers go on close, lions don't.
But
Have you ever seen like a lion shirt that looked cool?
touche.
Exactly.
I mean, like, maybe you just gotta go into clothing, dude, and actually make it cool. I think it's just make a cool like shirt or something like that, you know?
A clothing line,
Yeah, make a clothing line.
maybe.
Beans and rice clothing line, you know?
Still want to make my own shirts. Made some of my own shirts. I own a Seinfeld hoodie that looks like a Supreme hoodie. Fun fact. Made
Fun
it
fact,
myself.
you know,
Only 2 exist in the world.
as of yet.
Nobody else has made it.
As of yet.
Well, if they have made it, it's white. I have mine in black. So.
That's true.
I just,
Now that you just gave up your recipe for freaking.
but how are they gonna make it?
Because they can.
No, dude. Let me tell you, getting that Supreme logo like font was a pain.
Well, yeah, the Supreme logo font. They're freaking protected with that stuff. You have to pay for font. It's weird.
I didn't pay for it.
I mean, I'm saying like some people do. Is someone just throwing stuff? They're going through their little peephole, dude.
Someone's flying.
Dude, it was an alien. Who is that? Who goes there?
Dude, just don't worry about it.
Dude, how come? I know. Someone over there. He's trying,
Yeah.
trying a little flashlight. Why?
Alrighty.
Okay. Anyways,
That's about it. Cause I don't have much favorite things. I
mean,
can't choose.
besides the stuff we just talked about.
Except for the stuff I just talked about, but it was hard.
In fashion, but anyway, I'm not a femboy, so I don't really, relate to that.
Nothing is wrong with being into fashion. I'm into street fashion, okay? Not like overpricey street fashion. Still pretty pricey street fashion, but it's still street fashion. Not like some French fashion. You know what I'm talking about? Where they're all nice and dressed eloquently. I just like street fashion. It speaks to me.
It speaks to you.
All right, your turn.
My turn. Let me think. I hate pudding, specifically vanilla pudding. Even though I love vanilla flavor. Let me think. Some other interesting facts. I used to have pork chops on the side of my face because my mom wouldn't let me grow a beard at the age of 14, so I had to shave the middle of my face and also my mustache, making Abraham Lincoln pork chops on the side, and they're pretty sexy, not gonna lie. I'm trying to think of anything else that's interesting. I draw. Is that cool? Is that cool these days?
I guess I don't know.
People like those pictures, or are you still into Fortnite? I don't know. Kids like it these days, dude.
We're kids. We're adults now.
Dude, we're basically kids in little bodies. That's what Pastor Chris told
Did you
us.
say
today.
we're kids in little bodies?
Yeah, you're not the biggest man. Tamer's now that's a man. You're a little body compared to Tamer, dude.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying. Anyway, it's not the point.
It's the point, technically. Right now, that is the point. Anyways,
So
that's a wrap.
That's about it for our first episode of Beans and Rice. Thanks for joining us. If you have any questions, leave them down below.
Post them in the comment
Put
section.
them in the comments. Helps us start something for the next episode. Any other topic you want us to talk about, we'll give our spin on it. Talk
Even
about
if
it.
we don't know anything about it.
That's not the point. We are very well educated in things.
Oh yeah, we're very well.
We are well
educated.
informed where we
in
could
every
talk about a lot of
thing.
stuff. And
Why am I weak in my
so
eye?
again, let's so please let us know what you guys want us to talk about. And that'll be it. Beans and Rice, signing off.
That's how you're gonna do it. That's how you're gonna end it. Beans and rice.
I'll say
signing off.
something different.
I just shocked myself. Oh, it's radioactive, dude.